Thank you so very much for joining us again for the J&J Toy Giants podcast. This is the YouTube channel. Thank you so very much for joining us again. My name is JD.
My name is Jaiden.
And for those of you that are joining us for the very first time, we are a father-son YouTube channel that are also doing podcasts, bringing all the fun and excitement that we like to do with toy collecting, Funko Pops, Funko Pops, trading card reviews, cartoon reviews. We do always toy hunts as well. But thank you very much for joining us again for the second week in a row for redoing the podcast. We are now on Spotify, also on Anchor FM, also Google Podcasts, Breaker. We are currently working on trying to get to Apple Podcasts, but we are anxiously awaiting to try to get to every conceivable podcast platform to bring you entertainment as we can. And for those of you that, again, that have joined us for the very first time, you can find us on our YouTube channel on YouTube, J Toy Giants. And also you can find us on social media, on Instagram at J Toy _Giants. That's actually the same handle that we use on Twitter, so at JN as in Nancy, J as in Jack, Toy _Giants, and also on TikTok. So TikTok, you don't stop. And that is also the same handle that we do on TikTok as well. So at J as in Jack, N as in Nancy, J as in Jack, Toy _Giants. We are here again. At the time of this recording, this is actually, the United States of America are celebrating, or not celebrating, but honoring the 20th anniversary of 9/11.
Yeah.
And what's up?
And also, if our cat is over in the corner being so lazy, just sleeping.
Yeah, she's in the corner while we're doing our podcast.
Yeah.
Being a lazy bum.
Yeah,
but
just stretching.
what I was talking about, buddy, is that this is a 20th anniversary of... he's trying to smile for the camera because we're also doing video recording for the YouTube channel. But so just to kind of give you a real quick lesson on what happened on September 11th. So 2001, September 11th, I was actually a year out of high school. And there was an unfortunate event that where some terrorist attacks actually crashed into the Twin Towers, because before they used to be the Twin Towers. They were right next to each other. They were like one of the biggest, two buildings in New York State. And unfortunately, a lot of people lost their lives, and a lot of first responders, policemen, firefighters did all they could to help the people try to survive so they didn't, But what we want to do real quick to honor those who had sacrificed their lives, and also those who are still with us that were there during the unfortunate events of September 11th, and those who lost their lives, we're going to just honor them by just taking a moment of silence, and we thank everyone. All right, so we want to get the mood up again, and wanted to start with our first segment of the podcast. What's up, bro? So what's up, bro? What's been going on?
Well, I just started school.
What grade are you in?
Third grade, and
Third
I have
grade.
a nice teacher, Mrs. Rule.
You got any of your friends from last year
Yes.
are in your school this year?
So one of them, I think I only have Birdie, Caleb, So Birdie and Abigail were in my second grade class.
And then Caleb and Andrew were in your second grade class too?
Yes.
Now they're in your class this year?
Yeah.
Okay. So he goes to Guilderland Elementary School here in upstate New York.
And the way to get there, you go here, you turn, and there might be a lot of traffic. And then you have
directions, people. You need directions.
Keep going, and when you see a sign that says Guilderland Elementary, then that means you're at your destination.
And so it was very hard for his mother. I shed a tear as well. And that always happens.
No.
I mean, I remember, when I was in school, when I was in third grade, I was living with my mom in, where were we? Third grade. I was, because I moved a lot when I was a kid in the Bronx. So where was it? Miss Delaney, so that was PS 128. So I was living in Manhattan. I was actually what they call Spanish Harlem. It's actually in Manhattan. And Mrs. Delaney was my third grade teacher's name. And I went to PS 128. That was actually, PS stands for public school. And when you went to junior high, or middle school is what they say now. We used to call it junior high, but they used to say IS. So intermediate school. So you go to public school, then intermediate school, and then let's see here, and then high school. And so at that point in time, I was, let's see here, I was about your age. So yeah, I mean, I was in Manhattan. So what do you like so far? I mean, you've only been there for two days now, right?
Yeah. Well, on the second day we had a substitute.
Wow, substitute teacher on the second day.
And on the second day, my mom interrupted me because I was supposed to go and do a game, and it was actually time.
She pulled you out of school early? She had to go to the doctor.
Well, do you know what they called me down?
What?
Who has a baby, and then the substitute teacher said, "Oh, that's you, Jaiden."
So I didn't really, there wasn't a big week for me. I mean, obviously, as I mentioned in the last episode, that I am actually back in school. I'm actually learning how to do digital video editing and filmmaking.
Yes.
And film production.
My dad has trouble.
What?
You have trouble. Remember, sometimes you don't even edit it, and sometimes you forget about it. Yeah,
well, that's why I'm going back to school, so I can be a better filmmaker and have a better knowledge of how to edit stuff. And we all make mistakes. And before I was going to school, I was actually teaching myself. Is what they call self-teaching, self-taught. And I think I did pretty well for what I know now, and then that's why I'm going to school, so I can be even better.
Yeah, I watched a Bluey episode, and Bingo's mom and Bluey. Well, Bluey went to go see his friend. Her friend, who's actually a white one, and she has
a white dog.
Yeah, not like the little pom-pom one. It's like a bigger one. And then Bingo says, "Who am I supposed to play with?" And then and at first it says Bluey, and then it says Bingo. And then this episode of Bluey is called Bingo. This episode of Bingo is called Bingo.
So that really not a lot of things that have been going on this week that are new. I know that with that new Marvel movie's out, Shang-Chi. I really want to go see that, but I'm probably going to have to wait until it comes out on Disney Plus. Oh yeah, I was watching the new What If series on Disney Plus. Though that was the What If all of the Avengers were zombies, and that was a really good episode. So good. These Disney Plus series are so good. I mean, obviously, WandaVision was the best. I would say number 2 would be Loki, and then third would be Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But What If is like really up there as well.
You know what I think they should make a movie about?
What?
All the Avengers. Shenray, Spider-Man, Marvel, Avengers.
They have an Avengers movie. They have actually 4 of them.
No, like all of the superheroes.
Yeah, that's what they called Infinity War and Endgame.
No, I mean with Sonic, Mario, Ninja Turtles.
Oh, you wanted like a film like for all of those Ninja Turtles, Sonic, and Mario all in one movie?
Five Nights at Freddy's. Also, I think some
that would be cool.
Spidey into the Spideyverse. Even Deadpool and wrestling.
That would be a cool movie.
Masters of the Universe.
Yeah,
Scooby-Doo.
Real quick, just to kind of give you a heads up of what you're probably going to see on our YouTube channel that we just recently uploaded. Last week I uploaded the toy unboxing I did on the AI Iron Man Marvel Legend and also the Winter Soldier. I believe we did what did we do? I gotta go on the website real quick or on YouTube real quick just to let you know. Should already had this pulled up, but on our channel we recently did uploaded the video of the podcast. We did a pick a card. I did a pick a card of Marvel Series 4. That's another segment that we do on the J&J Toy Giants YouTube channel for the trading cards. We'll call it Pick a Card. And then the Marvel Legends AI Tony Stark and Winter Soldier. So sneak peek, if you will. This is probably going to be coming out the same time as when this is uploaded on YouTube. But the next one that I'm going to be uploading, there are 2 of them. The Battle Armor Masters of the Universe Origins Battle Armor Skeletor and He-Man, and also the Masters of the Universe Revelations He-Man and Skeletor. So that's coming up as
There's
well.
actually 3 we did. One, there was the Pop Lock and Drop It.
Yeah, that was another one that we uploaded as well.
And then we had the other 2, the Masters of the Universe, when you showed the 2-pack.
The Rise of Evil, that was the week before.
Yeah, and then you did
we did the Try Not to Laugh, so check that out as well. So lots of stuff. We got it's going to be over 250 videos that is going to be on our YouTube channel, so check that out. So all of that stuff is on the channel here.
And the Spirit of Halloween you uploaded.
Yeah, and then so that is all of the content that we have on so far. So now we're going to get to our next segment called Weekly Purchases. All right, so Weekly Purchases is it's a part of the J&J Toy Giants podcast where we go over weekly purchases. So Jaiden, what did you get this week?
So I got this Pumpkin Foxy, and then I got
Five Nights at Freddy. That's a Five Nights at Freddy plush toy, right?
Yeah, and then I got the Jacko Chica, Jacko Bonnie. Then I got the Franken Freddy, and then I think I got the El Chip and the Orville, and then I just got the Gizmo Pop, and then I got the comic, and then what else did I get?
What kind of comic did you get?
I got the Sonic comic.
Sonic the Hedgehog from IDW. So that is one of the series that they publish as well. What else did you get?
I think I also got Orville and Pig Patch.
These are all Five Nights at Freddy plush toys?
Yeah, and then I got Helpy, and then I got Toy Foxy and the Blacklight series Cupcake or Carl. And then I got the Mrs. Ned's bed.
Oh yeah, the Funko Pop Mrs. Ned bed. Where'd you get that one?
I got that at a Heroes Hideout.
Yeah, so Heroes Hideout is actually a friend of mine actually owns the store. He's got many different locations. Be sure to check them out.
What were your weekly purchases?
So we went to today, as of the days we're recording this, we went to a place that is actually near our home. It's actually across the street from a KFC that we frequently go to whenever we want to splurge and have some dinner. It's called Zombie Planet Comics, and that place has been there for quite some time. And my wife, his mom, said, "Hey, we were looking for something to do because we didn't have a lot to do today." So she was like, "Hey, you want to go to that Zombie Planet Comics place?" And I'm like, "Yeah, let's check it out." I wasn't really hoping that I was gonna find anything there because generally, and I don't want to sound like stereotypical, but some places like that where they're like little small businesses like that you don't know, you don't really have a lot of expectations. My expectations were very low. That location is not that big. However, like the Major Wrestling Figure podcast like to say, however, when we got there, it was actually 3 levels. So actually, no, they had a basement where you can go downstairs, and they had all kinds of like what they told us where you can get stuff for like your games, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. Mustache.
Fake mustache. Dungeons and Dragons, and like all of those pieces for like magic cards and stuff like that. So for board games and stuff on the bottom, and then on the top floor they had all of like comics and action figures and collectibles.
Pop.
And in the middle place when you go in, they actually had like all of their magic cards and where you can actually check out. And they had tables there just like they did upstairs. I didn't check downstairs and see if they didn't have any tables down there, but they had a lot of tables there. So I'm assuming they have a lot of like Magic the Gathering card tournaments, Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments and stuff like that. Tournaments at all for any type of like maybe Dungeons and Dragons or whatever. So that's actually a pretty cool place. I've never been there before in my life, but I was pleasantly surprised. Couldn't talk. And
my dad always gets it wrong.
And I was telling him, no, stop, come on. I was telling him like there was like a sensory overload type thing where like, because he was like, why aren't you like talking about it, like, or saying a lot of things? Because he thought I was going to be like, give me that. He thought I was going to be like so excited to get there or be there, and so I told him, I said, when you get to a point where you're just like, so many things are like so awesome and you're looking around and so much stuff you want to see, but your sensory just overloads and you don't know exactly what to do first. And that was pretty much what was happening to me. But I was able to get some stuff. I got a Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Series 20, Go-Go Power Rangers. I think that's what the name of the series is. Comic book, and I also got the White Vision Marvel Legend from the Disney Plus series WandaVision, and I also got
I know what I got you. I got you
yeah, so you can see this is going to be going to be doing an unboxing soon.
My dad, this one.
I actually talked about this last week, but I did not talk about this. I got this week.
I got
the White Ranger flip head from Hasbro, the retro Power Rangers.
So let's see on the back. My dad needs the new Tommy because there's 2 Tommies.
Yeah, and I'm going to go over that when we do the toy unboxing.
Yeah.
So as you can see, this is probably a sneak peek if you're watching the podcast video. So you can see on the back, I have the Dark Kimberly, I have the White Ranger Tommy, and I have Trini. But they have the Tommy, the Green Ranger.
The new one.
I actually have, this was actually, let's see, what year did this come out? 2021?
Yeah. You have
2021. So I actually got, when we had an Ollie's near our home, I actually got the re-release that they did back in 2018.
Yeah.
And those molds were a little smaller than this. If you're watching the podcast video,
I remember.
they're a little smaller than this.
I remember.
And then, and so the molds were a little bit smaller, but the molds that they used in 2018, I believe, those are the actual size of the ones that I got back in '94 when these actually first came out. They were the Automorph and Flip Head figures.
And I remembered that they had that, but it was the other one. Remember the bigger one my dad showed, like the last time.
I have the Lightning Collection Power Ranger Tommy and then Green Ranger. I also have the Automorph and Flip Head Red Ranger. He actually has that one too. So I'm actually still looking for those ones from that re-release. So these are kind of like a re-release, if you can call that. But that's what I got this week. Also, what else did I get?
Oh, I know. You got the 2 pops. Remember?
No, that's what I got the previous couple weeks. So that I didn't get it this week. I got that like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So, but
the
other
Yellow
than
Ranger?
Huh?
You had the Yellow Ranger.
No, I got that like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So this is like for this week only. So that's pretty much it for weekly purchases based on what we got this week. And of course, when we do the podcast next week, we'll talk about what stuff that we got then. So we'll be with you in a second. All right. So normally at this particular point in time of the podcast, we normally would go over some stuff that is happening, any news or anything in particular that we would normally talk about. Nothing's really coming along. Nothing that I found that was worth talking about. I do want to say that this weekend is the first week of football because the Dallas Cowboys and the New England Patriots, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers played on Thursday. That was the very first Thursday night game, which the Dallas Cowboys lost. Thank you so very much, because I am a Giants fan and I don't want them to win. So the Bucs won the first week, and the Giants play tomorrow. I am so psyched about that. So now we're just going to head on over to our the end portion of the podcast and do a Q&A. So basically, we always send out a post on hashtag Ask J as in Jack, N as in Nancy, J as in Jack Toy Giants to do a Q&A. We ask anyone that either on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, if they have any questions for us.
The first one is...
So the first one's going to come from Dan Wu, who is, I believe he's the administrator for the Albany collector, the Albany Funko Group collector on Facebook. What's up?
I'll read this one.
So Dan Wu asks...
Act of the killer...
No, so Attack
of the Killer Tomatoes or the Real Ghostbusters.
So what do you like better? Now, you never watched the Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, but I actually talked to you about that. Remember when we were doing the Funko, the Pop, Lock, and Drop It?
Yeah.
About the killer clowns from outer space? And I told you that there was a movie called Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, and which also became a cartoon, but it was an actual horror movie that was back in the 80s, so... One day I'll show you. It's not really that scary, but it was kind of scary.
I'll just say the Real Ghostbusters.
Real Ghostbusters. I also agree. I would always take the Real Ghostbusters over Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Thank you so very much, Dan Wu. Check out if you guys are big Funko collectors. Even if you don't live in the Albany area, it's still a cool group to be a part of. So it's the Albany Funko Collectors Group. And then the next question comes to us from a couple of guys that I actually have. I'm actually in a group text with Chris, CB Hunts. He's also a YouTuber. I'm going to leave a link of his YouTube channel on the description of the podcast video on YouTube. And I'll leave his Instagram handle so you guys can check him out and check his YouTube channel out. He actually gave us a bunch of questions. So he says, what new toys or toy line you can't wait to see or want to see in the future?
Well, one I want to see in the future is if they came out with the, remember from Back to the Future, how they have I wish they had a 3-pack, Marty McFly and Doc Brown and the lady.
And their cowboy?
Yeah. And then they're in the car with the lady, remember?
Oh, you want Back to the Future 2 with Jennifer, Marty, and Doc?
Yeah.
A 3-pack.
A 3-pack.
Now you want a NECA, or do you just want an action figure?
I want it like on the neck. The
NECA?
No, not the NECA. The action figures.
Oh, just a regular 6-inch action figure. Okay. What else would you like?
Well, I would want them to make those little toy Scooby-Doo with Scrappy-Doo and Scooby-Doo's cousin. And if they had Scooby-Doo figures, right, the ones like the tenant.
Yeah, they after the 50th anniversary that they did back in 2019, they haven't really done anything else, which I'm kind of wondering why they kind of stopped there. I would love Bionic 6. Now, Bionic 6 was an 80s cartoon back in the day that really wasn't that popular. I certainly loved it when I was a kid. Bionic 6, look them up on Google and on YouTube. It's a pretty cool show. I would love Turbo Teen, which was a kid that, and this was a 70s cartoon where he was driving his kind of like a Corvette or Ferrari. It looks like a Ferrari. No, Corvette. And he crashes into this science building, and he gets caught inside of like a molecular transmitter or something. It was like a machine where it molds your molecules together, and his body turns into, and gets molded in with his car. So he actually can turn into his car and drive himself, kind of like a transformer, but not really. I would love to see some SpongeBob action figures.
I know what you're definitely gonna say. I wish they had all the remember when the Transformers morph into the big ones to fight them?
Yeah, the Constructicons.
Kind of like these, but if they were in the robot, the big robot, or if they said they're animal type color.
All right, and let's see. What movie / TV show would you like to see be made into a figure wave?
I know.
What?
I know one. 2 SpongeBob the movie On the Run, and then SpongeBob the movie Sponge Out of Water.
I would love for them to re-release the Terminator 2 figures. That would be cool. I would love for the Knight Rider to become a figure, because I know they had one from Remco back in the day. I can't say Karate Kid because that actually is already out now.
Do they have a Karate Kid 2?
They did not, no. So they should make the Karate Kid 2 figures from Icon Heroes. Now, I will say I did forget that there was an actual pictures that I saw that Playmates, which actually makes the toys for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, actually came out with figures. They're going to come out with figures that says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Cobra Kai. So you're going to have the Turtles versus Daniel LaRusso, the Karate Kid. You're going to have the Turtles also against Johnny Lawrence, Kreese, Miguel.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or TMNT, versus Cobra Kai. A lot of people didn't really like the way that the Cobra Kai figures looked. The Turtles as well. They were kind of like, eh. I might get them. I may not. So.
You know what? You might. I think I really want them to make a movie is they take all the SpongeBob, Marvel, right? All the things you even can count, right? Toy Story, Marvel, Avengers, Captain America, right? All that you could think, Batman, mix them into one big movie, right?
Yeah, and that question that just came, that we just talked about, 1 second here, from Jesus. He's also in Jesus Ibarra. He's also in the Tejas Toy Nation group text that I'm in. I'm going to go over to the next one. Sterling. So Sterling Birch, who's also in the Tejas Toy Nation group text. Says, what new movie or video game are you hyped for coming out? Well, if I had a PlayStation 4, I would love to have that Spider-Man game as well as the Miles Morales. I want to get the Avengers game, but that's
I know one.
I don't have the Avengers game. Also, I would like to play the Gotham Knights video game.
I really want the Nintendo Switch so I can play Super Mario Golf, Super Mario Odyssey,
Super Smash Brothers.
Super Smash Brothers, Just Dance 2021. Because they have You Got a Friend Me, and they have remember the TikTok you did? The old one? Yeah, that song with the kitty.
All right, and last question that we're going to talk about today comes from Nissan Lima, was also from the Tejas Toy Nation group text. It says, what characters or persons would you like to see in figure forms?
I know.
What?
I really wish they came out with like all Batman cartoon toys, right?
Yeah,
so,
they came out with that.
No, I mean like with all villains and bad guys.
Yeah, they do that. The DC McFarlane ones come out.
SpongeBob, right? With little toys, SpongeBob toys.
I also would like to see to bring back the starting lineups, but like they were like the they had the action like where you squeeze their legs and you see like a baseball guy swing the baseball bat. And I would love to watch, see them do like a Hasbro starting lineups mixed with like the Hasbro WWF figures where they would do some like certain moves and stuff like that. But those are the ones that I would like to see. But
also you really wish they had the other Masters of the Universe, right? The like Tongue Lasher, right?
Yeah, Cobra Khan. But I'm actually still looking to get Orko from Series 2 or Wave 2.
I wish they came out with the King.
I would love, King Randor would be pretty good. But all right, so that does it for this episode of the J&J Toy Giants podcast. Again, I am your host, JD.
My name is Jaiden.
Be sure to like and subscribe, and also on our podcast, everywhere that we have, follow us and subscribe to the podcast, and go onto our YouTube channel and then like and subscribe. Thank you so very much, and you have a wonderful back to school, everybody.
Bye.
See you later.